Good morning, you early birds. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. Today is Wednesday, the 14th of December, 2022. Let's start today off with a blessing. Dear Creator, Spirit guides, dear universe, please give us the collective, there it is, a blessing for this Wednesday. We get a blessing woven in time. The present circumstances are guiding you to a sacred space inside you, from where you will see things more clearly. Look through the eye of the soul, and you will find the answer. This card is a blessing woven in time. The time will soon come. Namaste. Those things that you have been waiting for, those things, those manifestations and blessings that you have been patiently waiting on are being dispatched right to you. Let me read this blessing one more time. Open up your hearts, guys. Receive this blessing. A blessing woven in time. The present circumstances are guiding you to a sacred space inside you, from where you will see things more clearly. Look through the eye of the soul, and you will find the answer. This card is a blessing woven in time. The time will soon come. Namaste. All right, y'all. I asked and y'all delivered. Oh my goodness, we've got lots of questions for today, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first question I have is from Spirits Beyond the Stars, okay, and it is 1:59 a.m., y'all, so hopefully we'll get this out so that we will be on the air by 4. First question from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Spirits would like to know about Eric Prince and Blackwater. This is Betsy DeVos's baby brother, architect of war. Okay, this is what this is all about. And everything that you're seeing right now, guys, the things that are happening right now, slowly but surely, ebbing up to war, because war is what? War is money. And the rich need what? They need war to make money, to justify the things that they are doing. Eric Prince and Blackwater, a militia group sanctioned by the United States government that are despots that run around the world wreaking havoc on small villages, trying to overthrow governments. Understand what Blackwater is, guys. Understand why it exists and who runs it. But let's talk about Eric Prince. Let's just do a throw. Tarot, universe, spirit guides. Tell us all you can about the fate of Eric Prince and Blackwater. Spirit guides, speak freely through me. Anything that we need to know about Eric Prince. Here we go. Oh, first card is the Four of Swords, the coffin card. Hermit's Repose. Old Eric Prince is having to take a pause of some sort. Behind him is the Wheel of Fortune. Some bad things are, well, we won't say bad. Some things that Mr. Prince has put into motion are coming back to him. Okay? And that's what this karma card is. This Wheel of Fortune card is saying that all of the things that Mr. Prince threw into the universe are on a boomerang path right back to him. He is at the crossroads of his life. His money situation is something that is very concerning to him. And I don't know what's going on with him, guys. This is tarot. All right? In front of him, he gets the Seven of Cups. This is the hide the pickle. There are some things that are going in and out of view for Mr. Prince there. Guys, expect for him to come back up. Expect for them to try to start some type of conflict somewhere. These people who work in war need war to survive. They need war. They need discontent. And believe this, somewhere around the world, these folks are out there breeding hate and discontent. The card that he has next is the Queen of Swords. This severe woman, guys, this is somebody who is about to be brought to justice. Okay? I call these swords cards to me are people who are going to be facing legal issues. Mr. Prince is facing some type of legal issues, and it's already at the forefront. So he's worried about this. The next card that he gets is the Ten of Wands. He might be under investigation, guys, and throwing up a whole bunch of obstruction, trying not to let the feds into what he has been doing around the world, okay? Eric Prince is... Okay, we're going to talk about this merchant of death that we traded back. I don't know if that was his name. Victor Bout, the merchant of... I think that was his merchant of death. Eric Prince is the American version of that, okay? Eric Prince is the American version of that, sanctioned by the United States. He is not military. This is a paramilitary militia that goes and does security work around the world. These are the people that they send in. These are the forces that they send in to destabilize governments. These are the undercover, not technically military, but more like assassins. Eric Prince is under some type of investigation. He's needing a war to be relevant. He is still a dangerous person. He's got the stinky fish in reverse. The Page of Cups inverted. Let's see what that is. All right, Page of Cups inverted reads... Okay, taste, indignation, seduction, deception, okay? So that's showing the trickery of Eric Prince, and that is the last card that he gets. So if he is under investigation, if he is being seen, number one, he's doing a whole lot of obstruction to try to keep them away from him. But there's a whole lot of lying and deceit going on as well. Guys, keep an eye on these rich muckety mucks. These ones that need war to keep themselves rich, which is 90% of them. Understand why the United States has been in perpetual war since its inception. And that is to keep its coffers full. All right? War is money. War is money. Understand that. All right, my next question is from Mildred H. Mildred wants to know, we're changing realities, guys. Mildred wants to know how we're going to get to our new earth. Will we be jettisoned into a new or different reality? How is our world, our sphere going to change? And will we all be going at the same time? These are questions that a lot of people think about and are kind of afraid to ask. What happens when we transition from this plane of existence? What happens? And guys, I have a lot of theories. If you are one that looks up and you see that big old planet that is sitting in the eastern sky, and you know that that's not the moon, and nobody's discussing it, I believe that is planet Nibiru. Planet X, okay? So, my theory has something to do with that planet. Some type of transition. How we get from here to there, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody here does know. But there will be a transition, okay? This is where you just have to Again, the only thing that you need to do is, number one, not be afraid. Number two, get your house in order. Don't worry about nobody else. Get your house in order. Fix those relationships that you need to fix. Apologize for the things and the slights that you have done against people. Make amends for the things that you have broken. And get yourself right, okay? Heal your family karma. Apologize to your children. Apologize to your parents. Apologize to your whole ancestral line to help to clear all that unresolved trauma. Guys, the most important thing for us to remember is that with all this change, the one thing that must change the most is us. The way that we think, the way that we allow things to happen. Okay? This is the time for us to take stock in ourselves. Don't worry about anything that is outside of your control. The only thing that you need to worry about at this time is fixing you and your bloodline. And you can only fix what you are responsible for. Okay? You are responsible for your words, your thoughts, and your actions. Period. You are not responsible for anything that anyone else in history has done. Make amends to those you have harmed. Apologize to those people whose lives you have interrupted. Take responsibility for the things that you have done. And once you have done that, you are good. Just continue to live in the light, to speak magic, to speak words of love into other people, to stop hating, and to be honest. That is what we are here to do, guys. So, Mildred, I don't know if we're going to be jettisoned into another reality, but I do know that this time that we have right now, while we're at this precipice of all this stuff happening, that the one thing that we must do is fix ourselves. Smooth out our own rough edges. Stop pointing the finger at everybody else and point it at yourself. Because until you fix you, you can't fix nobody else. All right. Next question is from Mary Thornberry. How long will the economic downturn last? And guys, there is a little bit of light, but understand, until this war in the Ukraine is over, we are going to be on a teeter-totter of financial woes, okay? And understand, this is by design. They need this war to justify the things that they are doing. So the longer that it can be stretched out, the longer that the rich and the ruling class can play with the prices, can play with supply and demand. All right. So our economic downturn, number one, we got to call a spade, was created 100% manufactured. Everything that we're going through, these gas prices, the shelves at the supermarkets, all of this is manufactured. Do not give the ultra rich the benefit of the doubt to change the story that this happened organically. It did not. They started enacting this plan to literally harm us in March of 2020, when we were smack dab at the beginning of a major pandemic. And this is when the ultra-rich decided, oh, now is a good time for us to play with the supply chain. Now is the time for us to mess with supply and demand so that they can make money. Understand how much money the rich have made off of our illness, off of COVID. It's despicable. It's despicable. But Mary Thornberry would like to know, how long will this economic downturn last? And I think I just said it, guys. I think I just said it. This economic downturn is going to hang on as long as there is war, as long as we are sitting here watching Vlad destroy Ukraine. We are going to be in this because this is a way that they can control the prices. They have a crisis. They have a manufactured crisis already. There's a war. So all these people are doing, these big companies are doing what they do to make more money, including Russia. This is, like I told you guys, this winter is going to be an epic winter. Vlad wants to punish the European Union by not delivering gas and oil. This is ongoing. So this war, the physical war, has already turned into an economic war in Europe for supplies that are desperately needed for all of Europe. Gas and oil, the ability to keep yourself warm in cold weather. All right? So, Mary Thornberry, I do believe that until this war in the Ukraine is dealt with, we are going to be suffering in this recessive economy. Let's see what Tarot's got to say. First card we get. This is old rich folks screaming about how much money they need to make because of the problems that they created. This is just another way for them to raise prices and slow things down. The government, this is the government and the religious involvement in it. How long will the economic downturn last? This is the government. Guys, it's going to last. We are going to be living in this, okay? We are going to be living in it. The rich are going to continue to tighten the screws on us, to price us out of things. And yes, prices on some things are going down. Prices are going down. But so is the amount of product that you are getting. So you might be paying 3 or 4 cents less, but you're getting an ounce less. So you're still paying more for less product. And they've taken a couple of pennies off to trick you into thinking, oh, things are normalizing. No. That 4-pound, no, it used to be a 5-pound bag of frozen fruit that you could get. Blueberries, strawberries, whatever. After 2020, they cut that down to 4 ounces. It's 3 ounces now. You're still paying for 5 ounces. All right? Or 5 pounds. Or however much it was in there. This is called shrinkflation. Packages are getting smaller and taller. Even the canned goods are getting thinner. But the price isn't changing. And if it is, it's only going down by a couple pennies. Because they have taken product out of it. All right, so understand. This is a manufactured problem. The rich are controlling this. One way that we can stop it is to be very discerning about where and how you spend your money. Hold on to that extra cash. Don't spend it willy-nilly. They need us spending money. They need it more than anything. But this is the time where people must learn how to be as self-sufficient as possible. Microgreens. Learn how to grow something that you can eat. Anything that you can eat. Learn how to grow it. And if you can grow it well, grow enough of it so you can trade it with other people who might have something that you need. we will be going back to those type of times. Be prepared. All right, my next question is also from Mary. Do people hate others they don't know because they hate themselves, or are they just evil? Oh my goodness. Mary Thornberry is coming up with some zingers this morning, guys. These are the kind of questions that we need to be talking about. Why do people hate each other? Most people hate because of insecurity and because they were taught. This is where words and actions around children matter. Hatred is taught. It is not learned. Hatred is taught. When you are born, it does not matter what bassinet they put your little baby body in, who you are next to. You could be next to Asians, Africans, natives. It doesn't matter. You are just another babe in a nursery. One of a lot of babes in a nursery. And that's what we all are. Babes in a nursery. There is no hate between the babes in the nursery. There's only hate when it is introduced by people who are dissatisfied with their own existence. Those are the ones who go into the nursery and start speaking evil into the children, start speaking doubt and difference into the children. The ones who are telling the children, do not play with that child. That child is not like you because they worship a different God than you do. Do not play with that child. That child is different from you because their skin color is different. Don't play with that child because that child speaks a different language than we speak in our house. Hatred is taught. Hatred is taught. You sit your child down just like they're in school and you fill their head and heart with hate. It is introduced by adults, by people who are dissatisfied with their own lives. But the hate was put into them by people who are dissatisfied with their own lives. People hate what they don't understand because they're afraid of what they don't understand. And there's no reason to be afraid. People want us separate to control us. So we have stereotypes. We make assumptions about someone basically only because of the color that they are, the language that they speak, or how they look, or maybe how they live. Hatred is taught. Nobody is born hating another person. And we can see this in the animal kingdom. When you're on the prairie, let's go to Africa. You're on the savannah in Africa, and there's a body of water. And at that body, because there's only one body of water here. There's no water for another 100 miles. And every single animal in that savannah will go to that watering hole to drink alongside of everybody else. Okay? There's no hatred. Animals don't hate each other. Even though they may kill each other to eat, they don't hate each other. There's no animosity. When there's thirst, they drink. When water is provided, it is not taken by one group and hoarded over. It's there for everyone. All right? All right. Okay. I hope I answered your question, Barry. My next question is from Dennis. We're going back to 9/11, guys. And this is coming up for a reason. I believe that in 9/11 is the first time that our consciousness was changed. When we went through the excuse me, guys, I'm still sick. And now it's manifesting in this nasty, loud cough. Okay. When 9/11 happened, the whole world was shocked. Americans were shocked. First major attack on American soil. Not used to that. There were a whole lot of moving parts going on during 9/11. Denny would like to know, did a rocket hit the Pentagon? And guys, I'm going to tell you what I have been feeling about this. And this is just me. So, take it with a grain of salt. But this is what I feel. 9/11 was totally an inside job. This was a distractive technique. There was a whole lot of theft and some criminal behavior going on right in the executive branch of our government. The Pentagon was involved in it, facilitating maybe. For entertainment purposes only, okay, y'all? Don't come after me. The Pentagon was hit, they said, by a plane. But there was no plane recovered, just a gaping, blown-up hole in a hall of records. Another thing that happened was there was another building at the base of the Twin Towers that the United States used to keep records. That building was destroyed in the Twin Towers. So the two places where the records for the United States are kept were hit. The Pentagon was hit straight out, but in a way to where only one section was damaged, kind of like a bomb. Okay? The Twin Towers were hit, fell down, but this records building below that was completely destroyed. All the records gone. All right? This is my theory. 9/11, the planes flying into the Twin Towers was an inside job from our government. We paid the Saudis to do this. We trained them. We taught them how to fly our planes. They boarded these planes in synchronicity and were allowed to take over. All right? So, but let's ask, was it a rocket or a bomb that hit the Pentagon? Was it a rocket or a bomb that hit the Pentagon? And we get a yes. We get a yes. Yes, Denny. It was not a plane. It was something else. Either a rocket. I feel it was a bomb that was inside that to blow up those servers, to completely eliminate, to kill the traces of evidence. And then it was only a couple of million, maybe a couple $1 million, a couple $100 million, which was a lot of money back then. Guys, now it's into the trillions. They've been stealing ever since. They blew it up so that they have an avenue for dirty money to flow unfettered, unchecked. It's still happening. All right, Denny, great question. Denny's next question. This is about BRICS. This is Britain, Russia, India, and South Africa making their own currency. We've discussed this before. They are making a currency, their own quote-unquote world currency. Understand? Let me say them names again. Britain, Russia, India, China, South Africa are making their own currency. World currency. They're doing this to go against the euro. Okay? Denny's question, will this what will come of this currency? Will it divide the euro? All right. And guys, this, again, don't be worried about this. Don't be worried. And this is the most important thing. All of this stuff is to keep everybody emotional. Let go of your emotion. Don't get angry. Anytime you read a story that has something that makes you angry, that makes you sad, understand it was written, especially if it's a news story, it was written to get that reaction from you. Your physical reaction is energy. So they manipulate you through your emotions, getting you angry or getting you sad by these news events. That keeps you low vibrating. It keeps you controllable. It also keeps you in a place where you can be sick, be made sick, and be kept sick. Let go of all things that don't serve you guys. If it does not affect how you eat, how you live, do not allow it to worry you. There are so many lies that are interlaced in the mainstream media for that wow factor, for sensationalism. And that is to get people emotionally vested. Think about this, guys. The news, they can literally make people, whole swaths of people sick with bad news, with fearful news. When people believe it and buy into it, their vibration is lowered and negative energy can creep in and cause illness and disease. The reason that COVID has stuck around as virulently as it has, because the collective vibration is low. And that was done by Donnie and the Despots, and they're still doing it. I'm sorry, guys. Forcing people to believe that they have no control over their lives. Forcing people into this vanity over wearing a mask that could save your life. No, they put caveats on your safety to make people think, well, I'm not cool if I wear a mask. Not about your safety and your health, but about how you look to other people. Understand the manipulation that is going on. Stop worrying about what other people think about you. If they ain't paying your bills, if they don't come through your house door with groceries every night, do not consider their opinion of you. Once you can stop caring about what other people think about you, you are truly free. When you stop caring about what you think other people think about you, you have attained freedom. You have leveled up. Put down fear and anxiety on what you think others think about you. What others think about you ain't none of your business. Don't care about it. This is where you need to be like those people of Walmart who go in there in their pajamas and their house shoes. They do not care about what anybody else in that store thinks about their appearance at their time. And if we could all stop caring about what we think other people think about us, if we could just stop caring, we could all level up. We could beat a lot of these demons, because a lot of things that are thrown in our way as stumbling blocks are about vanity, about how we think other people perceive us. That is not important. The only person you should be concerned about their perception is your own. How do you perceive you? That is the only opinion that matters. How do you see you? How do you respond to you? How do you take care of you? Again, stop worrying about everybody else and focus on your needs. Fix you. And then everything else around you will fall into order. All right? All right. All right. My next question is from Eleva Gentry. Does fracking... Oh, well, I didn't throw on the bricks. What will happen to this currency? What's going to come of this currency? What's going to come of this? Guys, I don't feel like it's going to be a big thing. It's another distraction. China, Russia, Britain, they're going to use this to trade. Now remember, Britain is doing this because they shot their own self in the face by pulling out of the European Union, not wanting to be a part of the EU. They shot themselves in the face, and now they're going to have to align themselves with the same people who they have been fighting against. Interesting. Funny. Watch the bouncing ball, but don't get so involved in it that it upsets you. Again, do not allow these things to upset you. Do not get emotionally invested. This is a distraction. It's another distraction. And they will make a real currency. And they will trade with each other using this currency, trying to force others into it. I don't think it's going to become a worldwide thing. Everybody is in dire straits. Britain is in dire straits. China is in dire straits. Russia is in dire straits. South Africa is in dire straits. So is India. All of them are in dire straits. This is a distractive technique. This is their answer at the euro. Do not concern yourself with it. Don't worry about it. Don't give it any energy. Okay? It is not something that has any traction. This is something they are going to try to force into being. It is not going to be successful. All right, Denny? Now, we'll go back to Eleva Gentry's question. Does fracking have anything to do with our rivers drying up? Does fracking have anything to do with our water problems? Does fracking have anything to do with our water problems? And also she wanted to know, did it have anything to do and the increase of earthquakes? And for the earthquakes, yes, definitely, Eleva. Fracking is one of the reasons that we have increased earthquakes. You cannot put holes in the earth, deep holes, shoot raw sewage under the crust. They do this at the bases of volcanoes, trying to get steam power. You're breaking things. Yes, this has an adverse effect on how the earth moves. A lot of these earthquakes that we are suffering right now are a direct result of man blowing up things, punching holes in the earth, digging for oil, deeper and deeper and deeper. Yes, mankind is destabilizing our planet, causing all these earthquakes, putting holes through plates that were once solid, that are now not solid, things that were holding whole swaths of areas together, supporting. They have poked holes in it. What happens when you poke holes in paper? Your paper becomes weaker. So does the earth. And this is why we're having more and more movement. Okay? And these rivers drying up, disappearing. Yeah, I believe that this could be a part of fracking. But let's see. Yeah. In a roundabout way, yes. These people trying to make money off the resources of the earth are causing the earth to revolt. They are damaging Gaia. They are damaging the only planet we have to live on. Guys, we don't have a plan B. We don't have a next door neighbor to move to. Well, some of us do. It's called Nibiru. Not everybody, though. Not everybody. All right? That 144,000, that's a real number. Like I said, get right. Get right with you. Let go of all the stuff that takes away from your life. Stuff that does not serve you, put it down and walk away from it. Do not pick it up and admire it. Let go of pettiness. Disassociate yourself with things that bring sadness and sorrow. Work on you. Work on your happiness. Work on your completeness. And work on your own spirituality. It is imperative that you know who you are and why you are here at this time. It is imperative. All right. Next question is from Vcoo. On February 21st, 2023, there will be a special election for, I think this is Virginia seat 4. A special election for a Virginia seat. Vcoo wants to know, will Joe Morrissey, who is an anti-abortion Democrat, and those two words don't go together, because the word Democrat is supposed to mean somebody who wants the government to stay out of their business, who wants everybody to have equal rights. So anti-abortion, that is somebody who does not want rights for women. I don't see how he can call himself a Democrat. But let's see. Joe Morrissey, anti-abortion Democrat, will he get the nomination? There's going to be two questions. Will Joe Morrissey get the nomination for the Democrats for the Virginia special election? Oh my goodness, first card, he gets the 8 of Swords. He's going to be tied up. He got heartbreak. No. Joe Morrissey he is not going to be the nominee. No. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see what the star inverted is. The star inverted is arrogance. His impotence, haughtiness. This man thinks highly of himself. Guys, this is a Republican in Democrats' clothing. Nope, Denny. Joe Morrissey will not be the nominee. But let's see. Will Democrats win the seat in the special election? Will the Democrats win the seat in the special election? Will Democrats win the seat in the special election? Here we go. First card is the 10 of Pentacles. That's a great big old yes. Yes, soundly. There's going to be a moving away of something. Look at this. Got the victory card too. Yes. The Democrats are going to throw a whole bunch of money at this. Guys, Virginia's going to change. And you might see even their old governor, when he comes back up. I know he's got either 4 or 6 years. I think he comes back up in 2024. I don't think he's going to be there either. The people of Virginia have had enough of that already. But yes, Vcoo, the Democrats will win that Senate. I don't know if it's a Senate seat, but the VA04 seat will be a blue seat. All right. My next question is from Stephanie P. When 45 stands trial, will he try to plead incompetence or insanity? When 45 finally stands trial, will his response be to claim that he is mentally unfit? And that sounds like, oh my goodness, that sounds so plausible. Here we go. First card out is the Devil. And in front of him, we got the Ace of Cups. That is a great big old yes. Oh, yes, for force, fatality, and ruin. When it comes down to it, old Donnie Boy is going to be singing. He's going to try to get doctors to say that he has early onset dementia, that he was not aware of this, that he has some type of cognitive dissonance. Oh, yes. He's going to have all kinds. But guys, look at this. He has got death and the devil. When it finally happens, guys, again, Donnie ain't gonna face no consequences. Just know this. Just know this. No real consequences. I think this death card, this is how I think he gets out of going to prison. Is that he either does a Machiavelli, pretending that he's dead, or that he actually dies. Okay? There we go. But yeah, he is going to do everything in his power to say, oh no, all the crimes I didn't know they were illegal. There must be something wrong with me. Yes, he will try to plead incompetence, insanity, all of the above, that he was possessed, everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, the devil made me do it. The devil jumped in me and possessed me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Yeah. Donnie's going to play all the hits. My next question is from Deborah Moyel. How will Chief Justice Roberts handle Samuel Alito and their new SCOTUS credibility problem? Guys, I told y'all. It is so wonderful when the predictions that I can remember making come true. I told y'all not to worry about the Supreme Court. All of this stuff was going to come to light. Evil cannot just exist unfettered. If there's any amount of good there, good will overcome. Good will prevail. Okay? That's why we pray to God and not the devil. All right? Yeah. All of this stuff, the Supreme Court is now under the spotlight. That dude that testified talking about how they put their people on those Supreme Court justices, that guy sat there and told the whole 100% truth on how they swayed the Supreme Court. Jim Jordan was up there losing his mind. How dare you? Guys, this is where we see our justice coming. Okay? Don't worry about Kyrsten Sinema. Our Supreme Court it's not going to look the same in 3 years. It ain't going to look nothing like it looks now. There will be so many women on that court that it is going to be a complete change of the consciousness in America. Don't worry. Allow the things that need to happen to happen. Take yourself out of the emotionalness of it, though. Okay? Take yourself out of that. Once you are not afraid, and you can watch from up there, and watch. Don't be involved in it. Just watch the circus as for what it is. This stuff is going to right itself. And thanks to Mark Meadows, guys, with 34 people signed their death warrants, proving that they were traitors to the United States of America. Expect every one of them who sent a text message on January 6th to be indicted. Don't worry. I told y'all, don't worry about Congress. 14th Amendment is coming for a whole bunch of folks. Mark Meadows is seeing his speakership run through his fingers like putrid water. Karma is a bitch. All right, my next question is from Randall Johnson. Oh, no, let me answer that. How will Chief Justice Roberts handle Alito and their new credibility problem? And I think I did answer that. There's investigations. A whole lot of people are going to get caught up in this. Old Thomas is going to get caught up in this for the insurrection stuff. Alito is going to get caught up in it for failure to be a professional. There's going to be some changes. people are going to leave. People are going to step down. People are going to die. And I've been predicting that for a while. Okay? So, yeah, there's going to be some departures from the Supreme Court. There's going to be some departures. Unceremonious departures from the Supreme Court in the next 3 years. The Supreme Court will change. The face of the Supreme Court will change. All right. My next question is from Randall Johnson. Did Paul Ryan know that the GOP would fall into chaos when he resigned the speakership? Yes, he did. He saw the writing on the wall, just like every other Republican sitting saw it, and they spoke it then. All of them, they called themselves the Never Trumpers. Well, they took the N off and now they're the Ever Trumpers, okay? But these are the same people who are again trying to pretend like they're distancing themselves from their Cheeto Jesus, okay? Understand, all right? Paul Ryan knew exactly. He knew when it was time to leave. It was on display that the Republican Congress wanted to take health care away from Americans, away from poor people in the middle of a pandemic. They had a kegger on the White House lawn. Do not forget your history. Again, these are the things that I'm asking people to write down so that you can see where they have been trying to change the collective consciousness. The GOP tried to take health care away from every American in the height of a pandemic. These people are pure evil. Silence the noise. Don't listen to any word that comes out of Jim Jordan's face. Don't listen to any word that comes out of Mark Meadows' face. They are liars. And they are spreading lies. And right now, their behinds are on the griddle. So expect them to lie even more and have even more bad behavior. Why? Because the guillotine is coming for them. This is the dangerous time. As much as they want to say, oh no, we're not QAnon. Oh no, we don't want to be associated with old Donnie Boy. Their necks are stretched right now. Expect them to do whatever they feel they have to protect their own interests and to use the American gullible populace, those ones wearing red hats and the QAnon shirts. That's their army. The low information, low vibrating individuals who are already angry and want nothing more than to have a reason to use their little pew-pews. Okay? To have another tiki torch parade. They're itching for this. And all these bad people understand that it's just a flick of a switch to mobilize the Yahoo army. Okay? So, again, disassociate yourself from this. Disassociate yourself. Paul Ryan knew exactly what they were doing. He knew that once they did all the stuff that they did, when they lost the majority, he knew that there was never ever going to be a place for him in Congress. Because he would have to defend himself for the rest of his career for what he attempted to do to the United States public in the middle of a pandemic. All right, my next question is from Diane DL. Will healthcare in Toronto, Canada improve for people and workers? And guys, Canada has centralized healthcare, but they are this changing of the consciousness. They're looking at what Europe did. Not Europe, at what Britain did. Oh, let's privatize our health care. Oh, let's make money. Let's put people into poverty. I'm so sorry that is happening to you guys in Canada, because you guys had a stellar healthcare system until greed made its way in there. And that's exactly what this is, guys. This is greed. This is big corporations with medical names wanting to privatize healthcare and make you pay to breathe. All right? Will healthcare in Toronto improve for people and workers? We got justice and a yes. Diane DL, 4 cards. Yes, yes, your healthcare will improve. You got some sanity coming in. And didn't your president just like make condoms free? I think he did. Now see, that's the type of leadership that we need. All right? While our Supreme Court is trying to force people to have babies, Canada's giving away free condoms. Let's pay attention to who we should be looking at with reverence, okay? So yes, Diane, your healthcare, the healthcare in Toronto will improve. There is some justice coming. So whatever is happening, there is going to be made right, and it looks like through the courts. All right, my next question is from Genealogy Junkie, and she would like to know, how is Al Sharpton doing? Because he is so thin. Now remember, Al Sharpton used to be a big old little dude. Now he's short. He's tiny. He's probably only about 5'5". You know, he's a little dude. But he used to be a little ball. He was round as round could be. Big hair, big head, big body. He had bariatric surgery, the gastric bypass, and he lost tons and tons of weight. And he got very small very quick. Him and also that dude that was on Good Morning America, he had that bariatric surgery and lost all that weight, and it kind of make your head look big and your body, you look like a Q-tip, but you know, for a while until everything settles. But because of his appearance, I guess Genealogy Junkie is worried about his health. So let's ask Taro, how is, and I'm, guys, let me apologize right now because I just heard what I said. I am not saying anything bad against people who had bariatric surgery. And I'm not making fun of you. So please, forgive me for my lapse of my tongue. I apologize. Okay, now let's get back to it. How is Al Sharpton doing? How is Al Sharpton? How is Al Sharpton's health? He's good. He's just thin. Al Sharpton is good. He's probably better than he was. He is just very thin. He is thin. Doesn't have very much muscle mass. When he lost all that weight, he lost a lot of muscle mass. Al Sharpton is doing fine for his age and where he is at his life. He is doing as well as could be expected. He's just very thin. He's just thin. That's just because of the surgery took a lot of his musculature away from him. Okay. Last question from Cheryl Imbruglia. Cheryl would like a 2023 forecast. A 2023 forecast. You know what, guys? I think, Cheryl, I am so sorry, but I think that'll be a whole show. I will do a whole show on nothing but my predictions for 2023. In fact, Cheryl, that will be my theme for Monday's show, will be the 2023 forecast. All right? Okay, guys, let's go ahead and talk about this weather, because a lot of places are in the thick of it right now. I mean, we just had a storm that passed through Vegas the other day. We have gotten more rain this year than in the 7 years that I've been here. We have gotten so much rain this year than we had in the whole 7 years prior. So weather is moving, and this big storm storm that is moving from the north across the entire United States, guys. This one ain't no joke. It's gonna go all the way into Florida, all the way up to Maine, and all points in between. Everybody is going to get a taste of a little bit of this weather, okay, in one way or another. I'm going to keep stressing this. Prepare for this. This winter is going to be extreme. Next winter is going to be worse than this winter. So please, start preparing for ways to keep yourself safe when the lights go out and the heat goes off. Okay? Start considering this. Make plans and understand that, make sure that everybody in your household knows what to do or where to go in case of an emergency. Okay? Write things down. If the power goes out and things are off long enough, and your internet goes down and such, you might lose passwords and have to re-put them in. Go through. If you need to go reset your passwords and write them down for your stuff, do that. Prepare so that when stuff happens, you are not caught unaware. Again, not to scare you. No, fear is death. Preparation is survival. Get ready, guys. We're coming into some very interesting times. Prepare. I love you. I love you. Guys, please, I need questions for Friday's show. I got through everything except for Cheryl's today. So, guys, give me questions for Friday's show. Also, I have availabilities for readings. And my $50 special is still going on. And the $50 special is a 1-hour reading and 2 sachets, or a 1-hour reading and 1 large, like house blessing sachet for $50. And that's now through the 1st of January 2023. The sachets make excellent gifts, and they are a great way to draw things that you desire to you. All right, guys? PsychicTanya9@gmail.com for all inquiries. I love you. Namaste, guys. Happy Wednesday. Bye-bye.